And beautiful. Okay, so here's what we're going to do today, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to go through the real basics. I'm going to get you started. And this call is not designed to make you a millionaire trader overnight. Let me just be absolutely clear. What this call is designed to do is to give you enough information to expose you to really want to learn this skill set and take this skill to a whole nother level. Okay, why are we doing this, guys? Because trading, I believe, is a skill set that if you put the work in, if you put the time in, you're going to be able to be very profitable in this market. It is a skill set, guys, and I absolutely love this skill set. It has blessed myself, my family, my community, tremendously. I've seen a lot of people make money in these markets. I've also seen a lot of people lose money in these markets. Okay, so trading is not, it's not to be played around with. It's not to mess about with. It's a skill set that we really want to take seriously. Now, when I first saw these charts, it absolutely blew my mind. I was like, what is going on here? What are all these lines, graph charts? And I want to reassure you that this session that we're going to do today, I am going to speak with no jargon. We're going to speak in plain English. I'm going to promise you this. On the back of this call, you are going to be inspired to take your trading to a whole nother level. And you're going to be inspired to do it here with us at Envision You. Okay, we have made trading simple. We have made trading a simple process and a system for anybody, no matter your background, no matter your skill set. Anybody at all can come into this place and really begin their journey when it comes to trading. And I believe that every single person on this call has the same ability to become successful in the marketplace. Now, one of the things I noticed when it came to trading, and you're going to see the same thing, is that, every currency pair has its own pattern, has its own, way of moving. And I've studied gold now for 3.5 years. And I'll be honest, I'm a one-trick pony, guys. I absolutely love gold. But what I'm going to teach you, you can transfer this to any currency at all. Now, one thing I know is that, gold moves in zones and moves in patterns. And that's with any trading, guys. Whatever you see in these markets, you're going to see that it moves in patterns. It moves in zones, okay? And I want you to type that into the chat box, zones. Now, here's the thing. We're either going to see the market go up or we're going to see it go down, okay? That's it. That's as simple as it is. And for those of you that are used to stocks, your mind might be saying, well, we want the market to go up to make money. But in trading, we don't care if it goes up or down, okay? All we care about is predicting the right direction that the market is going. So if we think the market is going to go up, we are going to buy, okay? Now, buying here doesn't mean physically buying. It just means we think the market is going to go up. And if we think the market is going to go down, we are simply going to sell, okay? As long as we predict the right direction, we get paid. If that makes sense, type paid inside the chat box, okay? So we just have to predict the direction. Now, how do we predict the direction? By looking at the patterns in the market to see exactly, what's happened previously, what's been going on before, so that we can make accurate predictions on where the market's going to go next. That's as simple as trading is. If you can predict where the market's going to go next, you can get paid. Now, this, this whole idea of prediction, that's where the skill set is. That's where you got to study, okay? And so one of the things that I've seen, that's helped a lot of people, including myself and my family, is to trade with a set of rules. If you don't trade with rules, what can happen is you can get greedy, you can lose a lot of money, and you'll be all over the place in these markets. So we need to have some clear rules on what it is that we need to do before we get into these markets, okay? So I want you to type rules inside the chat box, all right? And I'm getting you to type things because the more you type, the more you write it on your piece of paper, is the more likely you are going to remember what it is that we've gone on for today, okay? And so we're going to go through the rules. Now, if you've been on these calls before, you know the rules off by heart. And what we're going to do is we're going to teach the rules to those that are on the call for the very first time. There's 7 rules that we want to apply every single time we get into these markets, okay? Now, these are my rules. I encourage you to take these rules and adopt them and duplicate the rules with, with your trading plan. But as you grow, you may want to develop the rules and you may want to change the rules for yourself. But one thing we're going to do, guys, is we are going to trade safely, okay? I want you to type safe inside the chat box. This is not where you're going to go crazy. I'm going to make sure we're nice and safe, okay? And the beautiful thing about our app, guys, is it supports safe trading. And we're going to go through the app in a little bit, but let's go through the rules first of all. So the quicker we get through the rules, quicker we get into these charts. So if you do not know the rules off by heart, or you don't know the rules at all, you need to write the rules down, okay? Very, very important. So 7 rules. Who can tell me rule number 1? And this is an interactive session. We're gonna have some fun here. Oh, Joan is straight in there. So rule number 1, guys, is gratitude, getting our mindset right, okay? And we heard from our incredible mentor, Dr. David Imonitié, speak a little bit about mindset in that mindset video. The reason why we put on music or mindset in the beginning of these calls is to really make sure that our minds are correct. We want to get our minds in a state of gratitude, ladies and gentlemen. So here's how we're going to do it. I want every single person to dig deep into their minds right now, remove distractions, remove anything that you're worried about, thinking about, get everything out of your mind except gratitude right now, and type inside the chat box, what are you grateful for right now? Let's do this together so we can move on to rule number 2. Okay, so I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for air in my lungs. I'm grateful for my voice. I'm grateful for, technology. I'm grateful for the fact that we have food in the cupboards. I have a beautiful family. My children are safe and healthy. I'm grateful, for a peace that surpasses all understanding. I'm grateful that I'm now confident enough to be on a call with you all to share this incredible skill set. I'm grateful that God has blessed me with confidence and boldness to be who it is that He's called me to be. I'm grateful for good friends, good sisters and brothers. I'm grateful for Envision You, Dr. David Imonitié, Yvonne Tapia. I'm grateful for my mentors, Luke Kwamina, and of course, Gary McSween. I'm also grateful for every single one of you that's coming on this call today to learn and earn with us and going to come away with something fantastic. How many of you are feeling grateful? I'm feeling so grateful. I am so, so grateful. I'm grateful that I'm not where I was 2, 3, 4 years ago, but God has indeed been good. Yes, yes, yes. Rule number 2, who's going to go in there with rule number 2? Who's going to come and bless us? Oh, Joan's on fire. That's 2 points for Joan today. Of course, before we get into the markets, guys, one of the things that we have to do is we're assessing the patterns. We're looking at what's happened before. We're looking at the market. We're looking at the trend to say, previously, has the market been going up? Has the market been going down? But there's one thing in particular that could destroy all of the analysis, and that is the news. Something crazy could be going on around the world. So what we do is we go over, and I like to use forexfactory.com. And we go over to forexfactory.com and we check the news, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Because this could affect our trades. So when we go over to forexfactory.com, we're going to make sure that the date is the date of today, which it is August 17th. We're also going to make sure that the time is the time where we currently are, okay? So here in the UK, where I am, it is 5:16 p.m. So that's the correct time. If you notice your time is incorrect, then you can just click it and amend it. And then what we're going to look at is the column that says impact. Okay, now this is going to tell you between high, medium, low impact news. Now, you'll see all different type of colored folders. Me personally, I just pay attention to the red folders, okay? If you've been on here before, what does red mean, ladies and gentlemen? Let's make sure that everybody knows why we look at the red folders, okay? Yes, red folder means danger, guys, okay? You're going to remember that, danger. I want everybody to put that in. So we're looking at the red folders and we're going to see the times of those red folders, right? So we can see at 1:30 my time PM, the United States dollar had a red folder. Also, the Australian dollar at 2:30 a.m. had a red folder, okay? Can you guys all see that? Now, my rule of thumb is not to trade this currency an hour before or an hour after, okay? So from 12:30 to 2:30, I wouldn't have traded gold against the United States dollar, okay? But we're long on that time, and so we are good to go. There's also gray folders, and gray represents a bank holiday. Sometimes that can affect the marketplace as well, but I particularly just focus on red folders. Don't particularly care much about the yellow ones, but the red folders, you're going to see some crazy movements in the marketplace. And especially if you are new to trading, you want to avoid those red folders. Now, as you start to grow in your trading world, okay, next levels, there are strategies to trade the red folders, and you could be very blessed, but we're being safe. Remember that word. So we're not trading any red folders. Okay. Does that make sense? So rule number one, gratitude, get our minds right. We have, we're relaxed. Rule number two is checking the news to make sure there's nothing crazy going on in the world, especially with the currencies that we're going to look to trade, to make sure there are no red folders. Who's going to drop rule number three? Can anyone beat Joan right now? No, Marsha, you were so close. Risk management, guys. When I say that the reason why most people who have a good skill set and a really good knowledge of trading lose is because of this one, risk management. Okay, what does risk management mean? Risk management means understanding how much money you're going to put into the marketplace in order to leverage for the win or for the loss, okay? So you want to understand how much money you're putting into the marketplace. What is your risk to reward, okay? So for example, you may risk a 10-cent trade. You may risk $5 off of that in order to make $20 or $30. Now, how do you get into your mindset, what you're going to trade? I have a set of risk management rules. And again, as you grow in your trading journey, and as you, learn and earn with us in Envision You, you may adapt to this, but this is going to keep you real safe, and you're going to be able to make some good money as well, okay? So here we have it, guys. If you have a balance in your trade account, okay, so let's say you fund up your trade account with 100, maybe that's 100 US or 100 pounds, wherever you are in the world, you do not want to trade more than 0.01, which is 10p or 10 cent, okay? So 100 as a balance, you want to trade 0.01, which is the equivalent of 10p or 10 cents. All right. If you have a balance of 200, you're going to want to trade 0.02, or the equivalent is 20p or 20 cents. Now, let's see if anybody on the call has caught the pattern here. What if you have 300 in your trade account? What would you be trading, guys? Let's see if you guys have caught that. All right, Seth is straight in there. Come on, Seth, I see you. 0.03, which is 30p or 30 cents. It's that simple. All right, let's do one more. What if you had 1,000 in your account? What if you funded your account with 1,000 inside your account? Seth, you are there, perfect. 0.10, which of course is £1 or $1. Okay, we're going to stick to that rule. That's going to keep us nice and safe. Okay. I want you to think of this from a business perspective, guys, okay? If you have $100 or £100, would you put all of your money on one trade? Does it make business sense to risk it all on one trade, guys? Absolutely not. You would not want to risk it all on one trade. You want to do small amounts. So even if you lost a trade, you still have enough money to carry on, right? And so risk management is one of the most important things that we want to do when it comes to our trading journey. Okay. Rule number 4, we're moving on very smoothly. Marsha got you in there. I think it's like 3-1 to Joan, Marsha, and Seth right there. Marsha got you, Joan. It is, of course, the stop loss. Okay, and the rule is never trade without a stop loss. Now, for those of you that are brand new to trading, very simply what that means is when you place a trade, okay, when you place a trade on your account, you want to set a parameter that if the trade goes the wrong way, it's going to cut you out of the trade at a small loss. So, for example, if you were, you were suggesting that the market was going to go up, you're going to press buy. But if the market starts to go down, you're going to tell the app, hey, what? If this trade goes minus $5 or £5, cut me out. Cut me out so I have a small loss. That way, if you had 100 in your account and you lost that one trade, your account would now be $95. But if you don't put the stop loss in, what happens, ladies and gentlemen, is the trade will keep going down until it sucks your entire $100 out of your account. Now, that wouldn't be good, would it? So we are always going to trade with a stop loss, and that makes sure that our losses are down to a minimum so that we can really make money in these markets. And does that make sense? Put 777 if you are with me so far on these rules. I want to make sure we're all there. Very plain and simple, guys. I'm going to keep it very simple to help you so that we can really get into this place. Okay, who's going to tell me rule number, where are we? Rule number 5? Is that rule number 6? Rule number 6. Are we on the rule number 6, Marsha? I think that's rule number 5. There we go. Trev was there. Rule number 5 is we don't want to have a bunch of trades on all at the same time, guys. Okay, we do not want to have a bunch of trades on. So my rule is this: a maximum of 5 trades open at any one time. If you are trading gold or indices or crypto or any high risk trades, a maximum of 3 trades at any one time. Okay, so 3 trades on gold or indices or high risk, and 5 on your normal currency pairs maximum. I remember one time a couple of years ago, somebody called me sweating like, Nikki, I don't know what to do. Which trade should I close out? I said, send me a screenshot of your trades. Mighty God, the guy had 28 trades open. I nearly had a heart attack, guys. Why do you have 28 trades open? We are not going to do that, guys. We're going to trade what? Nice and safe. We're not playing that game. We're not going to succumb to greed. We've got our mindset in gratitude. That's rule number 1. We're going to check the news. That's rule number 2. Rule number 3, we're going to stick to risk management, 0.01 per 100. And rule number 4 is making sure we use a stop loss. Rule number 5 is indeed not having too many trades open. 3 maximum on high risk, which is your gold, crypto, and indices, and 5 maximum on your currency pairs. Does that make sense, everybody? Put 777 if we're feeling it, when it makes sense. Even if you're brand new, you're like, Nikki, this still makes sense. Oh my gosh, right? Trading made simple. Very, very, very important. All right, rule number 6. Who's going to come with rule number 6? Yes, Marsha is in there. We're going to call each other out in love and celebrate each other's successes. One thing I love about Envision You guys is we are very inclusive. We love, love. We do things together. In fact, if you are coming to our convention in Houston in September, go ahead and just say me in the chat. We get together, we celebrate each other. Celebration is a big deal inside Envision You. We support each other, we work together, and we take each other's whys on board. Like, I know who's, next to get married in my team. I see her on the call. Big up yourself, person. All right. I know who's next to be promoted. I know where the next diamonds are, guys. How many of you are going diamond inside Envision You, right? So we take celebration very seriously. And why is this one of the rules? Because whatever you celebrate, you accelerate in your life. One of the things I want to say to you is this: celebration is key to accelerating in your life. Can you celebrate somebody? In fact, we set a goal to celebrate at least 5 people a day. How many of you have done it? Put a 5 in the chat. How many of you are going to do it? Put 5, right? Celebrate others. We want to celebrate. Let me tell you this, guys. You may see someone post in a chat and they made some good profits for that day based on their learning. Now, I don't want us to be like, oh, how come they made that money? No, we're going to celebrate each other because we don't know what hours they've been putting into their learning. We don't know what they did to be able to get that result. And so we're going to celebrate others as if it was ourselves. Let's celebrate other people. Let's not hate, but we congratulate. Let's make sure that we lift each other up. And don't make it too much of an effort to type in a chat box and say, hey, guys, I just want to celebrate this person. We're going to encourage each other, because I tell you this, positive affirmation, it works. We're going to start speaking to each other. Every single person on this call is a multi-millionaire trader. Who receives that? I'm celebrating you all right now. We got to celebrate. It's key when it comes to trading, because this place, if you don't keep your head right, listen, you're going to go left. And we don't want no one on here going left. Okay, so we're going to celebrate each other. You all know those people that never celebrate people, and you don't want to be around them. Right? So we want to celebrate. But the other half of the rule is call each other out in love. Now, as I said, guys, myself and my family have been very blessed by this skill set. Okay, we've been able to upgrade the house, you know, the car. We've been able to do good things. Like my children live a very nice life. But let me tell you this, I've seen some people that have made even more money than me lose. You know why? Because no one called them out in love when they were doing crazy things. No one called them out in love when they were getting greedy. And so if you see a brother or a sister of yours and they're over leveraging, meaning they're putting on 6, 10, 20, 30 trades, and they're, you know, they're doing some things in the market that they shouldn't be, or they, you know, they have 500 in their account, but they're trading 2.00, then you're going to pick up the phone and you're going to say, bro, I saw your trade. I know it won this time, but I know your why. I know you really want to buy a house for your kids. So let's be accountable together. And I want you to stay within the risk management. I want you to, you know, I want you to really win big. I don't want you to have to sell your house. I don't want you to have to use your mortgage money. I want you to really be trading safely. We're going to call each other out, because one of the things I realized is that the people that lost, they didn't have accountability. Who's your accountability partner? Well, here in Envision You, we're going to hold each other accountable together and call each other out in love, but also celebrate successes. Are you guys still there? Are you still with me? All right. And the final rule, guys, number 7, Joan was ready to fire, is the wealth plan. I think this is one of my favorite things, okay? And if you don't have a wealth plan, ladies and gentlemen, all right, you need one, okay? So I get mine from here, compounddaily.org. And, you know, what you're able to do here is going to help you to stay focused. This is going to help you to not be discouraged when it comes to looking at other people's trades, being focused on your plan and having a real secure plan for the future. So here's what you do on this, right? So you're going to have your compound daily. This is your wealth plan. And you're going to put 3, let's say whatever amount you're going to put in your trade account, you can put that there. You could start with 100, you could start with 300, whatever. But we're going to just put here $300, okay? Now, inside, you know, to be really safe, I know there's a lot of people, you set your target 10% a day, whatever, but my suggestion is to be really nice and safe and do 5% a day, okay? So we're going to set this at 5% a day. And in my experience, most people cannot stay focused for longer than a 90-day period, okay? As you know, our mentor, he's always talking about 90-day game plans. And so I say that we do a wealth plan for 90 days, all right? And as you get used to these wealth plans and you complete, you can do short-term ones, and, you know, you can do different ones. I remember when I was, you know, myself and my husband, we were coming up to closing on our home, and we did like a 30-day game plan to just really, you know, get things across the line. So as you get more comfortable and confident, you can change the term, and depending on what the goal is, you can have that. But my advice, if you're, you know, brand new, or you're, you know, you're really getting back into the swing of things, I would suggest a 90-day game plan, okay? Now, when I used to trade a couple, like 3.5, 4 years ago, I always used to tell people to reinvest 100%. But as I've grown in my trading, I believe that 90% is better. So the daily reinvestment rate, I'm saying, is 90%. You can amend this if you prefer. And then 10% withdrawals, because I think, you know, encouragement sweetens labor. I think it's nice to withdraw from your account. All right. I don't want to go 90 days with not withdrawing. How many of you want to have that feeling of withdrawal? I remember my first withdrawal, guys. I took my family out to dinner, and, you know, it wasn't a big amount of money, but just because I knew it came from profits and not my wages or not income hard, like I literally, guys, like literally enjoyed that dinner more than ever. So I think that we should make withdrawals. I love withdrawals. And, you know, what we've decided is, you know, to have, you know, withdrawal Wednesday. And I encourage you to do the same, okay? So every Wednesday, you can withdraw your profits, and it just feels good, right? WW, exactly. We could withdrawal Wednesday, and, you know, you could withdraw. So I'd say 90% reinvest, and then, you know, withdrawal Wednesday. Now, include weekends? No. Why? Because on the weekends, we're doing our learning. We're watching our Envision You videos. We are prospecting. We're building our business. We're out there in the homes. We're doing home events. We are growing our residual income, right? Very, very important. So we're not going to trade on the weekends, okay? So let's calculate this. So on $300, guys, of just compounding small, 5% every day, at the end of 90 days, now, this is if you compound, this is, you know, without any losses, etc. Okay, past profits don't equate to future success and all of that jazz. But this is simple maths. 5% a day on 300 is 15,761. With a total of withdrawal, 1,717. Okay, very, very simple, right? Real simple. And all this is, guys, look at this. Day one, you make 15 in the markets, you done your compound for the day. Wealth plan, you tick that number one box. Day two, 1568. Day three, 1638. And you just do small. Now, if you've ever made any of these amounts of money inside the marketplace, okay, this is real simple. Go and put some sevens in the chat. Let our guests know that this is more than doable to make this small. A lot of people are going to be promoting, doing all these big trading, high risk. Guys, I'm here to tell you that small works. Okay, small works. Now have a look at this. After day one, you made your 15, and out of the 15, 1350 goes on your balance, and you're withdrawing the 150 in cash. But remember, we're going to wait till day 7, and then we'll withdraw all of those. Okay, so after day 7, you probably would have withdrawn 10, 20, 30, 36, 40, around $50. Okay, after 7 days on your 300. And your balance is now 408. Guys, talk to me. I know you guys ain't getting too excited about this because I know we got some ballers on the call. But imagine if you had $300 in your bank account for 7 days. Is your balance going to be 408 and a 50 withdrawal? Come on now, someone starts celebrating. This is a skill set. When I realized this, I said, okay, we can do some damage here. Now let's have a look at 30 days, okay? So after 30 days, your balance is now 1123, and you withdraw all of that, okay? Boom, let's look at 60 days. After 60 days, and remember, you're ticking this off every day. 60 days, 4,208, and then you have withdrawn all of that, and now you're withdrawing daily around 400. How do you even spend $400 a day? Like, this is serious now, because now you have pocket change every day of over 400 that you're able to withdraw from the marketplace. And boom, let's have a look. 90 days, we now have 15,761 withdrawal. And we've been withdrawing 1,700, 1,600, 1,500 every single day. Now, guys, let's take into account that one day you may make 3 or 4 days of your wealth plan. You tick that box. You don't even have to make it last for 90 days, okay? So let's say, for example, day one, you made $100 in the market. So now your balance is 400. You literally would go, you would tick 1 to 6, and now you are here day 6. And then let's say, for example, on day 7, you made a small loss. You lost $5 or you lost $10. You don't have to amend the wealth plan. You just wait until your balance gets here. Then you tick day number 7. So you can actually execute this faster. You can take your time with this. And this is just a real structured way to help you to analyze, your trades, but also as well to compound. Now, one of the things I also encourage you to do is get a trading journal, okay? A trading journal, you can get those on Amazon, guys, where you can just take notes. One of the things I learned when I did my trading journal is I learned that I always made money off gold and I always lost money on the Australian dollar. So guess what I did? I rebuked the Australian dollar from my trade account and I started to only trade gold. But guess what? You will not know this if you don't keep a journal. Remember, I said to you guys, there's a couple of types of traders that are on this call. Those of you that are going to take it serious, all right? And those of you that are a little bit curious. Now, curious, you may be able to, make small. But those that take it serious, this can become a lifestyle. You're going to be able to live off of this. And so if you really want to take money from the markets, you really want to be that trader that can confidently say that profits are better than wages, get a trading journal. That's your homework. Someone type TJ in the chat, trading journal, and I'm going to be checking with you all to make sure that you've got your trading journal. Now, I've got a special announcement to make at the end of this call, so make sure you stay at the end because I got some exciting news for you, especially those of you that are going to build this business. All right, but I see you didn't get excited about the 300. So let's change this number because I know there's some big ballers on this call. What about 10,000? What about if you applied the same process to $10,000? Now we're looking at I see David's like, oh yeah, come on now, right? Now we're looking at after 90 days, $525,000. That part. and a withdrawal of 57,263. So just enlighten me, just in case. I just want to make sure I'm on the call with the right people now. Would you prefer to trade 300 or 10,000? Someone just type, tell me which one you would prefer. And I know it's a little bit of a play, but what if I could show you a way how you could get 10,000 coming in your account every week, that you could decide to put 10K in your trade account? What if you could build this Envision You business? You could create passive income. What if you decided to not just trade by yourself, but you decided to trade with your cousins? You decided to trade with your auntie. You decided to bring on a few people, and all of a sudden your network grew, and now Envision You were paying you 10,000 every single month that you could now flip into these markets. Who's ready to buy a house this year? No income claims. Listen, I'm excited that there's going to be at least one person that takes this seriously, guys. How many of you wouldn't mind trading? This is why this business is the best business. Why? Because I've done it before, guys. This is exactly what I did. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm not telling you what somebody, listen, I'm confidently telling you this, guys. I've trained a lot of people, okay? And one of the things I can tell you, I've witnessed 3 people become multi-millionaires from this information. Not all of you are going to get it. Not all of you are going to be dedicated. Some of you are not even going to pay attention to this. But there's going to be at least one person that takes this seriously that will completely change their life. Absolutely. So here's the thing, guys. I want you to fill out your, this is homework number 2, right? Fill out your wealth plan. Type in the amount that you're going to put in your trade account and have this printed off ready for you. Now, those of you that have never traded before, what I want you to do first of all is I want you to open a demo account, okay? Now, when you go inside the Envision You app, it's going to tell you how to connect your demo, etc. But I want you to open a demo account, not with the 100,000 that it predicts. I want you to open the demo account with the amount that you are likely to put inside your trading account when you go live. So it feels natural. So it feels like, you know, so when you transition to the real live money, that you don't feel different. Because I tell you what, there's a difference between trading demo with 100 grand balance than it is trading $300 or $500, okay? So I want you to open a demo with the amount of money that you are likely to put into your live account. And I want those of you that are serious about this skill set to do a 90-day demo game plan, where you do this for 90 days without you having to worry about what is, without you having to worry about your real life money. I want you to do 90 days on demo so that you can get the mindset, you can get the emotion, the emotional connection, that you can start to really feel a rhythm. And whilst you're doing that, you have your trading journal where you're able to actually log exactly what you're doing, what trades have gone through, what times you trade best. I realized that I did all my losses on a Monday, guys. So you know what I did? I stopped trading Mondays, right? Australian dollar and Mondays were rebuked. I rebuked them. But I wouldn't know that if it wasn't for the trading journal. Okay, so how many of us put a 777 if you're all ready for the rules? Rule number 1 was our mindset. Rule number 2, was the news. Rule number 3 was risk management. Number 4, never trade without a stop loss. Number 5 is, what was number 5? Number 5 was free trades or 5 trades. Number 6 is call each other out in love and celebrate successes. And number 7 is trade alongside a wealth plan. You know what the wealth plan will also do for you? It will help your mind to stay focused and to celebrate your successes. You're going to be able to really see, okay, even if you make $10 in the marketplace, you can say, you know what, that's actually day 1 of my comp plan. I'm proud of that, right? And I really want you guys is to not be associated with the number per se, but fall in love with the skill set, fall in love with learning, because that's what's going to give you the results that you desire, okay? Are we all good? Excellent, excellent, excellent. So we're going to print off our wealth plans and we're going to look at them. We're going to see them. You know, our mentor always talks about visualization and speaking them. You know, maybe add your affirmation. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have created 100,000 from my trade account, right? Start to affirm what it is that you want so that you can now begin to see it, because you know, seeing and speaking comes into reality. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and have a look at the gold charts so we can see what is going on. So This week has been phenomenal, guys, and I am joined here with the fabulous Tosin, who has been learning alongside me. She is one of the individuals that I'm so super proud of. She has come into this skill set and has mastered the indices. I'm the gold queen, she's the indice queen. And from doing this woman has relocated. She's left England, left me, living in Kenya, and really, really doing big things, and such an advocate for what we're doing here inside Envision You. She's put on so many people on the trading space, and I know Diamond is her year. Okay, so as I pull up the charts, let me see if I can get Tosin. Have I missed anything, Tosin? Listen, it's funny when the teacher becomes a student now. This girl, 7,000 pips last week, Tosin. Like, get out of here, girl. And I think we're on like 5,500 so far this week. Give everybody some tips on some of the things that you learn inside the marketplace, some of the things that is going to help them, especially for beginners. Okay. And pips are the metrics in which we measure the trade. Okay, so it moves up in pips. It's just the metrics of how we measure the trade.
Yeah, first of all, thank you so much, Nikki, and this is the power of inviting someone on for them to see this information. And I remembered when you showed me this, it made no sense whatsoever, but you gave me directions and pointers and things that you have literally showed people on this same call, and that has really helped my journey, staying plugged into the education, learning, doing the homework, really learning and taking your time, being patient, and seeing the things that you've been able to do through it is incredible. And for me, that was an inspiration, being able to buy a house, being able to put your whole family on game, being able to teach your entire family how to make money every single day, and helping other people to do exactly the same thing. And in this market, one thing that I love first of all is the community aspect, that you don't have to do this alone, and doing this journey together is one of the things that's really, really helped me. Also, the education, really taking your time to learn, because it's not a race, and it's not a get rich quick scheme. But once you do master this skill, and once you do take your time and learn this skill, you find that it really puts you in control to be able to multiply on a daily basis. And that's something that it's done for me. With this chart, so some tips that I would probably give everyone is, number one, patience. Otherwise, you learn patience by force, because the market will definitely humble you. So patience is key, learning is key. The risk management part is absolutely important, because the skill set is just 5% of the journey, but the mindset that Nikki went through at the very beginning, and really being grateful for every pound or penny that come through that you make in the market is important. Um, those things are very, very important. And also keeping track of what you're doing, especially that wealth plan. That wealth plan is incredible, because it shows you where you could get to, especially when you're building it over a period of time, and just doing that little by little, gradually. Because I think sometimes we don't always see where we can get to in the market, because you're thinking about the amounts that you're making today. But if only you're taking that small amount every single day and building it with patience, with a lot of patience, you're going to see where you're going to be. It's such a difference where you're going to be in 6 months, 3 months, a year from now, and so on. So those are just a few things for me, but the biggest one is patience, and taking your time with the market, and just studying it, really.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Tosin. Incredible, absolutely amazing. Like, it still brings tears to my eyes. I remember when she first came in and she was, so shy, wouldn't even speak. And now this woman is a whole boss. Like, she's leading, hundreds of people, and as well has, made some good withdrawals in the marketplace, and now living out her dream and living absolutely up to and left me, and now living in Kenya, right? So for those of you, we're going to look at silver, just because I want to mark it up right in front of you guys. We've been looking at trends, okay? So for those of you that have been on here before, what is the trend? And then we're going to go into the Envision You app and how it all ties in together, okay? What is the trend? The trend is what, guys? Let me see where everybody is. All right, let me get this up here. Yes, the trend is our friend, okay? Now, when you are new into this space, I cannot emphasize it enough. The trend is your friend. Now, we want to know, is it an uptrend or is it a downtrend? So from left to right, is the market going up or is the market going down? Okay, that's what I want you to have a look at. The trend is your friend. Now, again, once you get more confident, you can start to trade against the trend. But my advice is it's safer to trade with the trend, okay? Now, when I'm charting up, all right, very simply, the first thing I do is put the trend line in. So those of you on the call, just from your naked eye, looking from left to right, is the market going up or is it going down? Would you say this is an uptrend or a downtrend? All right, excellent. You guys are the best traders. Like, I love you all. Downtrend, all right, fantastic. Absolutely amazing. So this is a downtrend. Now, the next thing I do, all right, is I'm going to look at where the marketplace has been at its highest, and I'm going to plot a line there. So this is the highest it's been, all right? I'm going to change that to black, all right? Then I'm going to look, where has it been at its lowest, all right? And here, I'm going to plot it here, okay? Technically, I could have gone down here as well, but just for the purpose of this, we'll put it there as well, right? But we're just focusing here. Now, once I've done that, I've now created a zone, okay? So now I can see this is the zone that silver is playing in. And now I'm going to have a look again to see if I can see another zone. Now, how do I see a zone, guys? Very simply, every time the market touches the line, it goes the other direction, okay? And I don't want you to get too confused if this is too over your head. You'll go through this in your videos, but I just want to just give you a little bit of a background onto it. So imagine a trampoline. Every time your bottom touches the trampoline, it pushes it back up. And imagine a bouncy ball. If you throw a ball on the ceiling, it comes back down. So if you look here on the top line, every time it's touched the ceiling, it's come back down. And every time it's touched the floor or the trampoline, it's bounced back up. So I'm going to put my line there because I can see it's bouncing in between these two zones, okay? And this is the day chart, all right? Really, really simple, all right? Very, very simple. I'm putting in the lines where I see the market has changed, okay? Now I'm going to go down into my 1 hour time zone, okay? Now, those of you that got into this trade, you would have definitely made some money on this. We called this last week, all right? But now I'm going to get into the 1 hour chart and I'm going to do exactly the same thing again. So again, we're going to put in the trend line, okay? Very, very simple. And then I'm going to tell you the good news, okay? So put in the trend line there. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to make it blue. So this is probably the highest it's been there. Now, normally I normally just go to the body of the trade, but I'm going to put it there just for training purposes. All right. So normally, okay, so we got the top there and we have the bottom. Okay. So now we've created another zone and this is a lower time scale. So this is an hour time scale. And then I want to see where the trade again changes direction. It's about here. And also here. Don't worry about this, guys, because I'm going to tell you this. All this is doing is giving me some numbers on the right-hand side that I'm going to put into my trading app. Now, here's the good news. Envision Use app gives you the numbers so you don't have to do all of this. Okay, put some 7s and 7s in the chat for that. So what's happening behind the scenes is this chart is being created and you're getting the parameters sent to your app and all you have to do is swipe. So let's go into that so you're able to see it, right? Let's make sure that everyone understands. And if you don't already have the app, okay, this is what the app looks like. And, you know, whoever put you on this call, you can get back to them and they can give you the link so you can get your app active. And once you have the app, what happens is the app is going to give you the parameters. And all you have to do is put in what we call your lot size, your risk, your 0.01 or your 0.02. And even if you don't know what risk to put, you can put $20, or 20 cents, and it will convert it for you. So I love the fact when I was trading, we had to do all the calculations, and how many times we used to make mistakes. I used to do 0.01 instead of 0.10, but with the app, you won't make those mistakes because it's going to do all of the work for you. So you can now trade in, you could say $1, you can say 20 cents, you could say 50 cents, and it will actually convert the 0.10 for you. And then you swipe and you've now executed the trade. It's as simple as that. So once you download this app, guys, all you need to do, there's 3 videos that are right at the top of the application, okay? And once you get into the app, you watch those 3 videos, it's going to tell you how to connect your demo or how to connect your live account. My advice, connect your demo first. When you feel comfortable, don't get distracted. Don't let anybody, rush you to go live. But when you get comfortable, you're going to want to go live and start to make real life money. Now, the education ideas are going to come through. So that's the parameters in where you're going to trade. And you can simply swipe and it will execute the buy for you or execute the sell. It's even going to pre-populate the stop loss for you. It's going to pre-populate where you're going to take your profits. And it's going to simply allow you to modify and close out your trades. Now, once you start to get more confident and you're learning, you're going through your videos, this is very important, okay? If you want to take this seriously, you're going to want to go through your basic, intermediate, and advanced videos. Now, there's 300 of them, really short and to the point. It's going to teach you the jargon, teach you strategy, teach you how to, really navigate the marketplace and understand what it is that you need to understand to really be an expert trader. So you want to go through this, but whilst you're going through it, guys, the app is going to give you those trades. So you don't have to, really rush to learn the skill set of this. This took me 7 months to learn how to do this. That took me all of 1 minute to show you guys on this call. It took me 7 months to learn it. Now, the great thing is, you guys have an advantage to me. You have the app. You have Envision You. I didn't have it at the time. And now I'm like, wow, what a powerful trading tool that we now have that's going to simplify the markets. You guys are like, Nikki, tell me the money. Tell me the money. Okay, so we called a buy earlier on. Okay, and I want to show you risk to reward in numbers. Okay, you guys want to see this. Okay, so let me just get my ruler out so I can show you here. So we told everybody last week to buy silver. This is silver. Okay, and we entered, let me see if I can get my arrow. We entered, let's see, hold up, guys. Our arrow has disappeared. We entered the market. Okay, I'll just use one of this. It's okay. We entered the market here. Okay, this is where we entered the market right here. Can you guys see that? So we told everybody to buy and we entered the market here. Boom. And this is our profit. This is where we closed out. Okay. Now let me talk money to you. If you traded and did a 0.01, which is a 10-cent trade, on this trade, you would have made $39 on this one trade. If you were trading 0.10, which is £1 or $1, you would have made $397. And if you traded 10, which is 1.0, you would have made $3,900 on this trade. Anyone, let me get the chat box. The chat box has disappeared. I don't know if we're still here, right? Just on this trade alone. So we were risking, let me show you. Okay, so this is where we put our stop loss, where the black line is. So we were risking 13. We risked 13 in order to make 39, 59. We risked 13 in order to make 59. So let's round it up. We were risking 15 to make 60. All right. That is what we call a 3-to-1 risk to reward. Okay. What does that mean? That means if I lost the trade once, I would have lost 15. If I lost the trade twice, I would have lost 30. But if I won the trade on the third time, I now make 60. I'm still 30 up. What that means, ladies and gentlemen, is you don't have to win every trade to make more money. As long as you trade safely, as long as you have that stop loss in place that's going to protect you, you can actually lose more trades than you win and still have more money than you started with. Somebody put 7 in the chat if that makes sense. Let me say that again. We were risking 15 to make 60. So if I placed the trade twice and lost it, that would be 30 loss. If I win it one time, I make 60, I'm still 30 up. If you don't have this stop loss in place, your risk to reward is now gone all over the place. This is why it's very important to be safe. Now, we went to this, this was our take profit 2, our take profit 1, but there's also take profit 2. This is the second blue line. So if we'd have went all the way to the top, okay, if we'd have went all the way to the top here, we would have made over 600. So it would have been 61. Hold on, this is take profit 1. One sec. Let me do that again. So take profit 1 was here, 39. Take profit 2 was 60. Okay. So if we'd have went to take profit 1, we would have made 40. Take profit 2 is 60. Now, when you go into your app, okay, it's going to give you an option. Do you want to take profit 1 or do you want to take profit 2? Can you guys all see that? I want you to type in the chat, yes, if you can see the little arrow next to take profit. You will see a take profit 1, you'll see a take profit 2, you may even see a take profit 3 there. Okay, now when you're swiping, you get to choose whether you go to take profit 1, take profit 2, or take profit 3. Now, let me go back to my charts. All right. Now, of course, take profit 1 is going to get you there sooner. Okay, so you go to take profit 1, you're going to get there quicker than if you go to take profit 2. Now, how do you know whether you're going to go to take profit 2 or not? Well, my advice is until you know how to read these charts, take profit 1 all day, every day. Remember, safe. Someone type in the chat safe for me. Because even on the risk to reward, you're still going to make 40, risking 15. Okay. You're still going to make 40, risking 15. So until you understand the chart so that you can make the decision to go to take profit 2, you want to always go to take profit 1. Does that make sense? Let me just see a yes in the chat. You guys are going to be like, Nikki, you're like a mom. You're being so super safe. Yes, because I don't want you to lose your money in the marketplace. I want you to, this is why you're going to study to show yourself approved. Because if you want to go to take profit 2 and take profit 3, you got to study so you can analyze the market and go, okay, yes, I think it's worth going to take profit 2. I think it's worth going to take profit 1. But until you understand these charts, until you've done the education, then you want to make sure you go to take profit 1 all the time. All right. Put in the chat TP1. Just listen, we're doing this as a family. We all want to hold each other accountable. All right. So as we close out this call, all right, I want you all right now, guys, to let me know that you're ready to take your trading seriously. Special announcement. Okay, let's see if we can share this again. We're going to close out this call. Special announcement is here, guys. All right. Envision you have this education that I am determined to get out to the world. And so because of that, all right, if you want to get started into this trading app and you want to be a part of our community, very simply, okay, it is $250 or £250 and then $150 each month that you want to stay. We do not tie you in because we know what we have works. You can leave at any time. But here's what I want to do for you guys. I want to help you build your passive income. I want to help you build that residual income. And how are we going to do that? What if I said to you that I'm going to allow you to have a free pass just for next week, Tuesday through Thursday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, where you can invite as many people onto this session. And those that are interested, you're going to help them join our trading community to change their lives. We're going to keep the link absolutely the same. It's going to be the same time for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. How many of you are down for it? If you don't need it, then we won't do it. But I want to see who is ready to build the largest safe trading business that there ever is. I want to see who's ready for that, because we are going to do it. Save this link, share with everyone. I'm going to help you build your trading business, and we're going to do this safely together. Guys, if you're new on this call and you don't have the trading app, get back to whoever put you on and tell them to send you the link so you can purchase and join our community today. We also have other products and services here inside Envision You. And if you want to find out a little bit more, get the person to send you the link. We have a call happening right now to talk about our health products, some of our other courses that we have. It's a phenomenal community. Okay, an absolute phenomenal community. So find out the call that you can get on that's going to explain everything so that you can be a part of our community. Guys, I envision you a healthy, wealthy trader. We're learning and earning together. Can you do me a favor? And whatever group chat you're in, go over there and just say, listen, I'm stacking for summer. We're trading, learning, and earning together. Let's make the whole world know that we are here inside Envision You and we are ready to take it seriously. Let's go, guys. Thank you so much. My name is Nikki Sutherland. I love you all. I will see you at convention in Houston. Okay, take care, guys. God bless you. And don't forget to do your live sessions inside the app. We have a few more sessions going on today inside the app. All right, take care, guys. Love you lots. Let's go.